We're back.
Hi.
Jack and Mary are back, and so is Cupcake.
Hi.
We actually were just talking about what we were going to be talking about, and Mary pulled the dog up like this, and I said, I'm hitting the record button. We're just going for it. This is an introduction.
Yes.
Yes. So over the last 2 months while we've been gone, it's been literally 2 months we've been gone. What have we been doing?
Well, we wanted to asking God what He wants us to do.
Well, that's kind of a boring answer, but it's kind of the truth.
Yeah.
And we finally figured it out. We're going to be talking about things that we're a little more passionate about. Not that, we're keeping the name of the channel to be
By His love.
By Our Love.
By our love.
Yeah. And there are many ways we can show people the love of Christ. So what we're going to be covering every Friday at 8 o'clock. Cupcake, you're adorable. And Monty's down here. Hey, Monty. Cupcake was really upset with us for not doing these recordings anymore. Mary, do you know why she was upset?
Because she wants to be in them.
She wants to be in them. That's right. She wants, and how dare us not give her time to be on YouTube. So bad us. So the things we're going to be covering is we're going to be teaching. We're going to be doing some biblical teaching. Things that I'm passionate about, Mary's passionate about, might be teaching about, will be, was the Revolutionary War a biblical thing? Was it biblically sound what happened in the Revolutionary War? Or was it a anti-biblical thing? Because they weren't doing the Romans thing where you obey the authorities, were they?
No, they were not.
They were not. So we're going to be looking at, Jack's hands are covering the, looking at the world through a biblical what? Perspective. So, as
go ahead. I was just going to interject this that love is also sharing truth, biblical truth. That's part of love too.
So, is there a proverb that says your kindness is cruelty?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. So. We're going to be a little more controversial, not a lot. I mean, probably irritate some people, but...
Just a bit.
What was that, Cupcake?
Just a bit.
Just a bit? Okay, well, that wouldn't be our goal, but
It happens.
looking through the grid of the Bible for how you view things and how you look at things. We're going to be talking about... We're going to try, because God put this on my heart, and last week someone looked at me and said, that's probably the route you need to go. And what I was talking about is Ezekiel and Isaiah. It talks about the watchman on the wall. And we have learned over the last couple months that there are some things going on in the church, that are not so good.
Yeah.
And so if we can help people look for these things, we're not going to call out names. We're not going to say that Andy Stanley is hideous. He is, by the way. No, I'm kidding.
That's love.
Yeah, that's love. No, we're not going to do that. What we're going to point out what the issues are.
Yes.
And then you can look for them in your church. And maybe you can be a watchman on the wall at your church. Heroes of the faith is a big issue of mine. Mary, I just asked Mary, who is her biggest hero of the faith?
Jim Elliot.
Jim Elliot. So we'll be talking about him, won't we? Yes. And in fact, one of the issues I just found out that in Wheaton, Jim Elliot went to Wheaton College, and they removed his plaque. Remember, Mary was upset and removed his plaque because it used the word savages. What other word would you use for people who killed you with spears? Friendly people?
No.
No, but they took it because they used the word savages, and we thought that was a travesty because of... We're going to talk about Jim Elliot. My hero of the faith is really kind of George Whitefield. Read a lot about George Whitefield. Maybe we'll talk about George Whitefield. And then there's always Corrie ten Boom and John Newton. And then there's his brother Fig Newton. We can talk about John and Fig Newton. So we'll be covering heroes of the faith. Then we might a little bit of politics, looking through the grid of the Bible. And You know, and then we're always open to people leaving feedback and questions. And I know some of the things we're going to say, they're going to say, "You're nuts," which is fine, as long as we do it and discuss it
With love.
with love. Yes, with love. So Jack and Mary are back. Say hi, Cupcake.
Hi.
Monty, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm talking about you, Monty. You want to come here and show everybody your beautiful face? No, I guess not. He's laying at my feet. So we are back. Next Friday will be our first, and we'll probably be doing Ezekiel 3, the Watchman on the Wall. So God bless, and we're excited to be back. And Jack has promised. Do you think I'll keep it, Mary?
What he's going to try.
I have promised to not worry about numbers. Okay, so God bless.
God
And
bless
we
you.
will see you next Friday at 8 in the morning or whenever you get it, but we are back. And yay! Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Cupcake. You're adorable.